Hello once again, first grade. Good morning. Today is Tuesday. Welcome to our new lesson. We are now on lesson 2 of Unit 15. Of course, I would like you to prepare the materials needed for our lesson. Please bring out your math textbook. Also, do not forget to bring your pencil and eraser. It's review time, so are you ready? Let's try to remember our lesson yesterday. Okay? So, please read with me the things that we need to remember. Okay? A shape can be divided into equal-sized shares in different ways. All right. Okay. Let's try to check this example. Remember that shapes can be divided into parts or shares. Sometimes the shares are equal. Notice that the other example, it is not equally divided. Why? Because sometimes the shares are not equal. So, to prove that, let's check this example. We have here two squares. The first square, it has two equal shares because it is divided into two equal size. And the other square, the shares are not the same size. So if the sizes are not the same, automatically you will answer here 0 because there are 0 equal shares. Okay? So let's have another example. We are going to just circle which of this picture shows two equal shares. Is it the first or the second? Of course, the first. Okay, how about the next? We are going to circle the picture that shows four equal shares. Which of this picture is the correct answer? Great, it's the first one. You can just count the numbers of the shares and determine whether it is 4 or 2. But we are going to find the 4 equal shares. So circle the first example. Okay. On the right side, we are going to match the shapes below to the number of equal parts they have. Like for example, we need to find the 2 equal parts, the 4 equal parts, and the 3 equal parts. Just count the parts of each shape and decide whether it is 2, 4, or 3. Okay? This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is 4 equal parts. This one, 1, 2, 3. So this is 3 equal parts. And now we are just going to find the 2 equal parts. We have two shapes that are divided into 2, but the other one is unequal, unequally divided, and the other one is the correct one. So which of this one? Of course, this triangle. Okay? So did you now understand? For our next example, you just need to count the number of sizes and write the numbers down. Like for example, how many parts? 1, 2, 3. You can count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, here we have 6 equal parts. How about in number 2? You can count 1, 2, 3, 4. Write it down here, 4. On number 3 and number 4, please answer it alone. Okay, you can start. Alright, so let's check your answers. On number 3, we have 8. And in number 4, we have 3. Of course, 3. Okay. So down, we are going to decide whether it is equal parts or unequal parts. So just write equal or unequal. Number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Answer it alone with your mom. Start now. Okay, so let's check your answers. Number 5. It is equal. Oh. Number 6, of course, it is great. It is equal. Number 7, what do you think? It is unequal. How about number 8? Of course, it is equal. And number 9, the other parts are smaller than the others, so it is unequal. And number 10, it is, of course, equal. Okay, are your answers correct? Great. Okay, let's move. In here, it's just easy. Just write how many equal parts are there in each shape. You can just write the answer down, take picture, and send it to our group. Next here, circle the shapes that are equally divided and cross out to the shapes that are not. Okay, here's my answer. X, X, circle. Now I want you to answer numbers 2, 3, and 4 alone. You can take picture with your answer and then send it to our group. Okay, do not forget that. Okay, what's next? Our next lesson is all about make halves and fourths of rectangles and circles. So you can follow very well. You can open your book on page 823 until 826. So this is our lesson 2 of unit 15. Okay, so here's our objective. For today's lesson, I can divide shapes into 2 and 4 equal shares and use words to describe those shares. Okay, of course, I want you to read with me the essential understanding of this lesson. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, start. A shape can be divided into equal parts called halves and quarters or fourths. Okay, so before we continue our lesson, I would like you to listen to this video so you can have idea of our lesson for today. Okay, listen very well. Watch this one.
The essential understanding for this lesson is shapes can be divided into equal parts called halves and quarters or fourths. Previously, students identified equal shares and divided circles and rectangles into 2 or 4 equal shares. In this lesson, students divide rectangles and circles into halves or fourths and use the terms 1/2, 1/4, or 1/4 to name one equal share of a shape. In this problem, students are asked to color parts of 3 different shapes to show 1/2. This problem is key because students must recognize that 1 of 2 equal parts and 2 of 4 equal parts represent 1/2 of a shape. Listen and look for students who color one part of each shape to show 1/2. To help these students recognize their error, have them tell how many of the equal shares of each shape they colored. They should see that they colored 1 out of 4 equal shares for the last shape. Then remind them that 1 out of 4 equal shares of a shape is 1/4 or 1/4 of the shape, not 1/2. Finally, talk with these students about the meaning of 1/2 as 1 out of 2 equal shares. Help them find how they can divide the last shape into 2 equal shares. Listen and look for other students who correctly color 1/2 of each shape. Each of the first 2 shapes are divided into 2 equal shares, so they color 1 out of 2 equal shares. The last shape is divided into 4 equal shares, so students see that the square can be divided into 2 equal shares, consisting of 2 quarters each. They color 2 quarters to show 1/2 blue. These students demonstrate that shapes can be divided into equal parts called halves. This will help students later on as they compare the sizes of 1/2 and 1/4 of the same whole.
Okay, that's the end of our video. So now let's continue our lesson. Okay, we will start it with the vocabulary words. Okay, everybody say halves. Again, say it, halves. Okay, you can divide shapes into halves. And also say fourths. You can also divide shapes into fourths. Okay, here let's try to focus on the vocabulary word halves. Okay, halves are the two equal parts that make a whole. Like for example, we have circle here, right? So the circle is divided into halves. Half of the circle is yellow. This is the yellow. The half of the circle is yellow. So we call this one halves. What is halves again? Halves are the two equal parts that make a whole. Okay. Look at the other example. We have a rectangle here. So this rectangle is divided into halves. Two of the halves make one whole rectangle. Can you tell me the color of the other half? It is yellow. Okay? So here we are going to circle the shapes that show halves. When you say halves, it means one share is being colored. Okay? So you can see here 1, 2. This is halves. Okay. Which of this picture we have a square, a rectangle, a circle, a square, and a circle again? Which of this picture or shapes shows halves? Okay. I will answer this. I will cross out this. I will circle this. I will cross out this and this. Okay? So, another example. Color in one half of each shape. You are going to shade or color the half equal part of a whole. Okay? I will color the two shapes. I want you to color the third, the fourth, and the fifth alone. So I'll color this. I'll color this. Can you color the third, fourth, and fifth? Start now. Alright, so let's check your answer. I will color this part only, and this part only, and this part only. Is your answers correct? Great. Okay. Here we are going to partition each shape into halves. Partition, it means we are going to divide each shape into halves. Okay. So the square. You can divide the square using the what? Side by side. Here until here. Okay. Can you do the second, third, and fourth shapes? Do it alone. Okay, start now. Alright, so let's check your answers. The circle you can draw like this. And this one you can draw like this. And this one you can do like this. Okay? So check your answers if it's correct. Okay, good job. Okay, let's move. Next vocabulary words. Everybody say fourths or quarters. Okay? So, when you say fourths or quarters, fourths are the four equal parts that make a whole. It means you are going to divide the shape into four equal parts. The sizes should be the same. That what it makes to be equal. Okay, let's have this example. This circle, okay, focus on this one. This circle is divided into into fourths or quarters. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 of the quarters make one whole circle. Or you can say 1/4 of the circle is blue. Can you find the blue here? Or 1/4 of the circle is yellow. That is the color shaded there. Another example. Here you have the rectangle. Half of the rectangle is green. Can you check the green colors? Okay, we have here green color and another green color. And 1/4 of the rectangle is yellow. Can you check also the yellow sides? This one. Okay, 1/4 of the rectangle is orange. Can you check the orange part? This one. Okay. So we need to answer some of the questions here. The first direction is that we need to circle the shapes that show fourths or quarter. Okay, so you can just count the parts of each shape and ask yourself if it is equally divided into four or not. If it is, circle. If it's not, cross out. Okay, the first one, of course, this is wrong. This is check. This is check. This is wrong. And this is check. Why this one is wrong? Because there are only 3 parts. Why this shape is wrong? Because there are only 2. We are going to find the quarters or the fourths. Below, you are going to color or shade 1/4 of each shape. I will color the 2 shapes and you are going to answer the 3rd, 4th, and 5th shapes. Understand? Okay, the first one, I will color only this one and I will only color this one part. Can you do the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th? Answer now. Okay, let's check your answer. Here, I will only color here 1. And here, I will only color 1. And here, only 1. Okay, check your answers. Is it correct? All right. So, below, we are going to partition each shape into fourths or quarters. Okay? So, you will divide each shape into 4 equal parts. Okay, the first one, we have square. I will divide it this and this. And then the circle, I'll divide it into 4 equal parts. Can you do the rectangle and the other one? Once you're done, you can take picture and send it to our group. Okay, let's now take the other exercises. Here, we are going to find the halves. Okay, again, when you say halves, these are the 2 equal parts of a whole. two equal parts. Okay, so color the shapes that have been cut into half. Which one? This. And then this. This one is wrong because there are 3, and this one is wrong because there are 4. How about here? Cut this shape into half. Okay, this one and the down, you are going to answer it alone. Okay? Answer it alone first, and then we will check your answer. Start now. Okay, let's check your answer. Okay, cut these shapes into half. Okay, here I can divide it like this, and this one I can divide it like this, and then this one I can divide it like this, and this one is like this. Okay, check your answers. Very good. Next down, color one half of each shape, one half only. Color this one only. Okay, you will color 1 out of 2. Okay, and then this one like this. Very good. Okay, let's have another example. Circle the image which show half. Okay, half only. Okay, circle. Okay, always remember that the parts should have the same size. This one is correct, so I circle it. This one also is correct. Circle this one. This one is correct. Okay, this one no. Okay, for the second line and the third line, answer it alone. I'll give you few seconds for that one because it's just little. Okay, let's check your answer. I will circle only this and this. The rest are wrong. Here, I will only circle this and this. This one is wrong. This one is wrong. Okay? So, check your answers again. Okay. Do you want to have more examples? Alright. I prepared you a lot. So, in here, circle all the shapes that match the clue. We are just going to find one half is gray. Which of these shapes are divided into one half? Okay, so this one you can put check. You can put check. Wrong, wrong. Check. The circle is not being divided this way, so it's wrong. And this one wrong. Okay, so where is the 1/4 is gray? So you need to find one shaded part out of 4. Okay? The 1/2 is gray is that you need to find one shaded part out of 2. But here, you are going to find one shaded part or one colored part out of 4. So count the shares and try to look at the shaded part if it's just 1 or 2. If it's 1, it's correct. If the shaded parts are 2, it's wrong. Okay? So here we can count 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, there are 4 parts and there is only one shaded part. So this is correct. Circle it. How about here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's also divided into 4 and only one part is colored or shaded. This is also correct. Another one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and the only one part is shaded. Very good. It's correct. How about here? 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 4 parts, but 3 parts are colored out of 4. So this is wrong. Here, it's also 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 parts, but 2 parts are colored. So this is not correct. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4. One part is shaded. So 1 out of 4 This is correct. Okay, here. Another example. Halves and quarters or fourths. We're going to color each circle or rectangle that is shaded two equal halves, and the other one is four equal quarters. Okay, so circle halves and quarters. Okay, easy, just circle. Okay, are we going to just circle this one, and then these are four, this is quarters, one, two, three, four, of course, and this. Okay, how about the rectangle? This is correct, fourth, and then this one, two, three, four. Okay, correct, the rest are wrong. Okay, so next example. Okay, here I want you to take picture with this and then cut the shapes and then glue it below the halves or the fourths or quarters. Okay, you will decide if that shape is divided equally by halves or fourths. So you will glue it here and then send it to our WhatsApp. Okay, like for example, 1, 2. This shape is divided into two equal parts. You should paste it here. This one, 1, 2, paste it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, paste it in the quarters. 1, 2, 3, 4, paste it here. 1, 2, paste it to the halves. 1, 2, paste it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, paste it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, paste it here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, paste it here. Okay? Okay. So, open your book on page 823. Again, open your book on page 823. In here, we are going to draw a line inside the circle to show two equal shares. Color one of the shares. Then write numbers to tell how many shares are colored. Another one is that you are going to draw lines inside the rectangle to show four equal shares. Then you will color two of the shares. Write numbers to tell how many shares are colored. So, here, what are you asked to do? Remember, you are going to divide shapes into equal shares and color some of the equal shares. What do you know about the shapes? They are different. So the ways to divide them will be different. Okay? So here's some of the guiding questions that you need. How many equal shares should the circle show? And how many shares should you color? How many equal shares should the rectangle show? And how many shares should you color? Does it matter which shares you color for each shape? Why or why not? Or maybe you just need to color the correct number of equal shares for each shape. Okay? So I'll give you 2 minutes to do this, and later on we will check our answers. Okay? Start now. Very good. Okay, let's check your answer. Let's try to analyze the work of this student. You can see 1 out of 2 equal shares is colored in the circle, and 2 out of 4 equal shares are colored in the rectangle. Okay? Desmond started by dividing his rectangle into 2 equal shares. He knows that 4 is 2 plus 2, so he divided each of those shares into 2 equal shares. Okay, always remember that you have divided shapes into 2 and 4 equal shares. And then later on in this lesson, you will learn the special names for shapes divided into 2 and 4 equal shares. Can I ask you again? How do you call the shapes that are divided into 2? Great, it is halves. And how about the shapes that are divided into 4 equal shares? Excellent. It is fourths or quarters. Very good. Okay. Let's move on. Next, page 824. Okay, in here we are going to circle the correct shapes for each problem. Now, we will find 1/4 blue, 1/4 blue only. It means you're going to find the shapes that are divided into 4 parts but colored only with 1 blue. Okay, so which of these shapes? This is wrong, this is wrong, and this is correct, and this is correct. Now I want you to answer alone number 2. 1/2 yellow. When you say half, it means it is divided into 2. But the yellow should only colored 1. Okay. Count if it is divided into 2 and notice or try to check if the yellow is only shaded 1 time. Okay. Then circle the correct shapes. Okay. So start now and then later we will check your answers. Very good. Okay, here's your answer. This is the correct one. Okay, you can pause the video and write the answer correctly. The next one, 825. Number 3, you are going to color the shapes for each problem. Color 1/2 red. So, get your red color pencil and color only one part of the shape. Okay, one side only color, put red. Okay. Number 4, 1/4 orange. Now get your orange color pencil and put or shade, put color to the one part only out of 4. Okay? Out of 4. Number 5, 1/4 green. 1/4 green. Get your green color pencil and color only the one part. Number 6, 1/2 blue. Get your blue color pencil and then color 1 out of 2. Okay? Now, here's the answer. Number 3, 4, 5, and 6. You can pause the video so you can properly write the correct answers. Okay, if you're done, you can move to page 826. You are going to solve each problem below. Number 8. Sam says the rectangle is divided into halves. Is he correct? Circle yes or no. Then explain how you know. Number 9. Mia says the circle is divided into fourths. Lucy says it is divided into quarters. Who is correct? Explain your how you know or explain your answer. Okay. The next questions, number 10 and 11. Dana draws a rectangle divided into fourths. She colors one half of the rectangle blue and one quarter of the rectangle green. Draw a rectangle to match the one Dana drew. Number 11. Yao colors a circle. One half of the circle is blue. The other half is not blue, which shows the shape Yao could have colored. Choose all that applies. Okay? Once you're done, you can check your answers here. You can pause the video so you can write the correct answers properly from number 8, 9, number 10, and 11. Okay? All right. You're doing a good job today. Thank you so much, grade 1. Okay, do not forget to take picture with the answered pages of your lessons and send it to our WhatsApp group. Okay? Again, I would like to remind you that this video is just the part 1 of our lesson 2. See you in the next video, girls. Thank you, grade 1. Have a great day. Bye-bye.